the new submission from the takedowns and the takedown timing. Before we talk about that, here I am playing Rory McDonald, and I'm going to look to pressure Ben Henderson. He's kicking me in the leg a lot, but we're not going to have any of that. We're going to kick him back, punch him in the face. So now, what EA has done with takedowns is they've made them faster, they made them easier to get, and they have made it so if you time your takedown well, you can end up in half guard with both the single and double leg takedown. However, if you do not time it very well, but your opponent does not defend it, you'll end up in their full guard. And I am having trouble timing my takedowns to end into full guard. Excuse me, half guard. And I am ending in the full guard as I get taken down with Ben Henderson, and he has no stamina, but I'm Rory McDonald, and I'm going to look for a sub from half guard. Ben Henderson has very low stamina. He's having trouble defending this. We are already in stage 3 in round 1. We're going to look to finish the fight. Stage 4. He's not getting out of this. He's done. And that's the end of the fight. As I was saying, I am ending up in half guard a lot, and that is not ideal when you get a takedown. So you would want to immediately look to pass, maybe give them a punch or two. If somebody is good on the ground, they will defend your transitions, they will sweep you, they will kick you off, they will stand up, and you'll be back punching each other. But one thing that I am having trouble with as well is when I go for a takedown, sometimes it doesn't register, and the defense is a little difficult. And when I am being taken down, I want to look for the guillotine from guard. I want to look for the guillotine from the takedown attempt. But I don't necessarily want to retrain myself to go R1 rather than R2, because in the sense that you could look for a submission, but you're also ending up on your back rather than defending the takedown. And that's not always ideal, especially if you go against somebody who has high sub-defense. In this fight, I am playing Clay Guida against Conor McGregor, and you could see within the opening 15 seconds, he threw about 10, 11 hooks left, right, and that's what you run into a lot now. It's really sad. There's no method to his madness. He's just left, right hooks, a couple jabs, he'll throw some leg kicks, but it's mainly hooks. I am confident enough in my striking ability that I will stand with anybody and be competent enough to take them out, especially with somebody who isn't primarily a striker like Clay Guida. If I really wanted to play Guida to his strengths, I would look to take Conor down, I would look to hold him down, pound him out, or either a TKO or potentially a decision, but I don't like grinding decisions. I want to finish every fight. But again, Conor is looking for hooks. He's not really doing a lot with sidestepping and looking for hooks. I'm Clay Guida, setting up combos. Clay Guida doesn't have a lot of power in his hands. He doesn't have a lot of speed in his hands. But with the new patch, you can set up combos as long as you set up realistic left-right combos. So what Conor is doing wrong here is he's continuing to throw at low stamina, and he's getting mauled right now. So what he would look to do is either switch up his combos, let his stamina regenerate, look for a takedown, get off the cage, anything that is not spam hooks and backing up to the cage. Now I am going to look to keep him on the cage and just unload when he backs up with low stamina. I am a pressure fighter, and this is what I like to do. I like to push people against the cage, I like to run their stamina low, I like to punch them in the face until they fall down. You know what I'm saying? It's not as hard as some people might think it is. I mean, especially, you would think that in the red belt division, people would be a little bit more conservative with their stamina, a little smarter when it comes to defense, especially on the stand-up department. I mean, this game, it's primarily stand-up. You don't see a lot of people try to take it to the ground and sub people in round 1. You don't see a lot of people take it to the ground and hold them down for 3-round, 4-round, 5 rounds in the championships. You don't see a lot of people do it. You want to see a lot of people stand up. They're looking to knock each other out. They're looking to get crazy finishes. I myself do enjoy the crazy finishes, and I send them to some YouTubers because I enjoy watching them commentate over my gameplay. But a lot of times I'll pressure these people, and they don't really know what to do with it. As I stuff Conor's takedown and I stand up, we stand up, and I take him right down, letting him know that I can take him down anytime I feel like it. We're at the end of the first round. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back in round 2. As I was saying, we're going to look to take him down again soon if he runs his stamina low, but if not, we're just going to keep punching him in the face, throw a couple leg kicks just to interrupt him. As I was saying, he's mainly going left-right with the hooks, not throwing a lot of variety in his strikes, where I am throwing a lot of left-right, jabs, straights, hooks, back fists. However, one thing I should have done was mix up my combos a little bit better. I get in the tendency of throwing big combos and running my stamina low sometimes, and I also throw the same combo repeatedly if it works, and you'll see I do throw a lot of left jab, right straight, left body hook. I'll go for a right overhand, and it's money. I mean, he lets me hit it this whole fight, but a smarter fighter would have looked to parry, he would have looked to get out of the way, he would have looked to just counter me. But this Conor, he's getting pressured so hard looking for those hooks, he just doesn't know what to do. And back on the subject of pressure, these guys, they don't know what to do. When you push them up against the cage, when you get them low stamina, when you keep them running, they don't know what to do. I had another overhand. Conor is in trouble right now. He doesn't know what to do. Pressure like this, it breaks people. They don't know how to respond. As I rock Conor McGregor, he goes for a takedown, stuff. We go for a submission. Blake Rita doesn't have amazing submission stats, and Conor McGregor has good submission stats, so we lose it in the first stage. We jump on his back, we punch him in the head. I believe I stand up because I wanted to finish him on the feet. Yeah, he gets all the way back to full guard. We punch him in the face, and he gets up. And we continue pressuring him. Ideally, he would look to push me back, and we knock out Conor McGregor. Beautiful overhand punch. As I was saying, he would have looked to push me back, to circle off the cage, and possibly look to rock me, because just in that contest, there was no chance. He had no chance against me. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but the way that it was going, he didn't have a chance looking to win a decision, and unless he rocked me, he wasn't doing much. So, unfortunately, that is going to be the last fight. I hope you enjoyed this session run. This was my first ever commentary. If you have any concerns, comments, ideas, anything is helpful, leave it in the comments below. This has been Reverend Ghost. I hope you all have a wonderful day.